Good morning. How are you today? Wow, so many comments already. Let's see. Hello, Rania. Thank you so much for all of your comments. We have Tushar on here. Welcome to my live stream. And Kia. Good to see you, Kia. Long time no see. Maxime. Hi, Maxime. How are you? Rafael, hello, Bo, ¿cómo estás? You have an excellent collaborator in your husband. Great videos and great work. Thank you so much for the compliment. I will pass this message along and let him know that he did a great job with the Tokyo vlogs. Did everyone watch Tokyo Part 2? It came out yesterday, and it doesn't have as much traction as the first part. Traction. I'll write this word for you. One moment. Traction. Traction. Do you know this word, traction? It has several meanings. In this particular context, I said Tokyo Vlog Part 2 does not have as much traction as Part 1. So, what I mean by this is it isn't gaining as much momentum as the first video. So please check out Tokyo Vlog Part 2 if you have not seen it yet. Actually, I saw a comment this morning from a subscriber. They said, please speak in normal speed English because I'm afraid that people will only be able to speak in slow English. If you are in here, whoever commented, I disagree with you because when I was learning French, I needed to start by learning through slow French. So that is why I created my channel, Slow English, and then eventually you'll be able to understand me when I speak in normal speed. What do you think about this? Please let me know here in the comments if you agree that I should still speak in a moderate pace. Not too fast, not too slow. Je suis d'accord avec toi. Merci beaucoup. So that means that I'm correct, or you agree with me, right? I can speak in normal speed if you want. If you want, I can speak a little bit faster today. This is slightly faster. If it's too challenging for you, let me know. But I think we all need to start somewhere. I mentioned in a previous vlog that I one time had a French teacher who said, try to understand what I'm saying, but try to understand the gist of what I'm saying. And I use this word often, gist. Gist means the overall context. But when I was learning with a French tutor, I could not understand the gist of what she was saying because I did not have enough vocabulary knowledge or grammar knowledge. So it was really frustrating for me when she told me that because I could tell she was frustrated with me. So I ended up switching French tutors because I felt that she did not have the patience. But now I understand what she means to get the gist of what someone is saying. For example, I haven't learned French in a while, and I see Rania's comment here, Je suis d'accord avec toi. And when I look at this quickly, I see the word with you, I see the word I am, and I'm trying to remember what the word d'accord means. But I know that if I'm talking about, hey, do you agree with me that I should speak in normal speed? And I know Rania is responding to that, then we are talking about the same context. So from my context, I got the gist of what Rania was saying. Do you understand my story? Give me a heart if you can understand my story. Good. Hearts. Heart, heart, heart. Okay. I'm going to read the comments. I have so many already. Kia, hi friend, what's up? Or actually, okay, so Kia said, what up? Or quickly spoken would be, what up? And it is a slang. It's like saying, what's up? But some people say, what up? And my response is, not much. It's Sunday morning. I'm having a slow morning, which means that I'm not rushing around in the morning. I took my dog out for a walk. I made some toast, which is bread, and of course, matcha. My husband made my matcha. I asked him to because I was running a little behind because I was having a slow morning. But here's Nari. Nari, Nari, hello. She's already resting. She just had her breakfast. But thanks for asking, Kial. What's up with you? How's it going with you? Let's see what else. Emre, hello, Emre. Hi, Alex, good to see you. Sira, hi, Sira. BTS, Leon, hi, Miss, hello. Royosh, good to see you. I think you're new to my live stream. Welcome. I always have to go closer to the screen when there's Korean characters because the characters are so small. 황금, hello, 안녕하세요. 고맙습니다. Thanks for joining. Shim, hello from Tokyo. Shim, did you watch Tokyo Vlog Part 2? Did you enjoy it? And do you approve of this vlog? Delia, hello, Bo. Hablamos sobre el club conversacional que tienes. ¿Cuánto cuesta y cómo es? Let me try to understand. Yo voy tratar comprende. Yeah. I said I'm going to try to understand. How do you say to understand? Comprender, maybe? Okay, so you said, and speaking about conversational club conversational quanto cuesta is how many or how much, and when? Okay. I need the translator. I'll ask ChatGPT to help me with this. Un momento, por favor. So I'm going to say translate this. Okay. Tell us about the conversational club you have. How much does it cost and what is it like? Oh, okay. Thank you for your question. So I recently am start or let me start over. I'm now offering for a limited time private lessons with me. It is one-on-one conversation, no textbooks. The reason for why I created this format and why I'm offering this is I know that learning English by yourself can be challenging, especially when you don't have a native English speaker to talk to. I struggled with this myself, even with my Korean. My Korean isn't great, my French isn't great anymore, but when I speak to someone who speaks the native language, I feel much more confident. So for a limited time, I'm offering private lessons with me. The options are either half hour, which is 30 minutes, or 1 hour. You can either do one lesson at a time. And in English, we call this pay as you go. Pay as you go. So one lesson for a 30-minute lesson is $25. That's US dollars. And one lesson for 1 hour is $45. Which I understand that for some of you, this may be too much. I completely understand. But I have to take into consideration the small amount of time that I have to offer this. This is what I feel I needed to charge. I will always have YouTube available for you for free, of course. I offer packages. So if you purchase a 3-month, 4-month, 6-month package, which is 12 lessons, 16 lessons, or 24 lessons, the price per session reduces. So for one 30-minute lesson, if you purchase 24, it reduces to $20. And if you purchase 24 1-hour lessons, it reduces to $35. So that's my pricing. And if you are not able to join me for private lessons, no problem. Just continue to watch my slow English vlogs and read the captions and try to shadow me. Thank you for your comment, Delia. And I hope to see you. Hamid says, "Hi, Bo. I'm Hamid from Iran. I'm a fireman." Oh, very cool. My husband was going to be a fireman, or he was a fireman. He was a EMT at one point. EMT. So EMT. If I were to guess what this stands for, emergency medical technician, I think. EMT. So my husband used to be an EMT in the fire department. Hopefully, I am using the correct terminology. I'll show you what an EMT looks like what the uniform looks like. Also, I should ask chat. Does EMT stand for emergency medical technician? I want to be sure. Chat says yes. Okay, good. Great, great, great. So, an EMT is a trained medical professional who provides emergency care and transports patients to hospitals. Okay, so here's an EMT. My husband has had many lives, which is a phrase that means he has experienced a lot. But thank you for your service. I think that's okay to say, even though you are in Iran. Keti Komaro, hello, hi, how are you? Welcome to my channel. My member Gabrielle says hello. Gatano, hi Bo, how are you? Will there be more videos about Tokyo? Yes, there will be, I think, just one more. This is part 3. It's been fun editing the videos with my husband because since he was the one to film, he can explain to me in more detail about his experience walking around Tokyo. He is going back to Asia at the top of December, which means the first week of December. He's going to Seoul. By the way, Koreans say Seoul, not Seoul. Seoul. He's also going to, I think, Shanghai. Where else is he going? I should ask him to come here, but he's not feeling well today. He feels like he has a sore throat. And as you know, he does not like to be on camera. So if you're wondering why in the Tokyo vlogs he doesn't show his face, he just does not like to be on camera. He's camera shy. I think he may also be going to Taiwan in December. He's taking my camera and he is reading all of the comments. He's received all the feedback and he will apply the feedback to his next videos. I think he's very proud of his videos. So please, if you have not watched Tokyo Part 2, check it out because it's not getting as much traction as Tokyo Part 1, as I mentioned earlier this morning. I think sometimes YouTube does not push my videos into the algorithm, and I don't understand how the algorithm works, but Part 1 did and is doing really well. So thank you for all of the love and support. Katie, good evening from Georgia. Hello, Katie. Good to see you. And thank you, everyone, for your comment on my question, which was, is my moderate pace of speaking good? Because someone left a comment in one of my videos or on one of my videos. They said, I need to speak faster. And I disagree with this. But I'm glad to hear that everyone thinks my speed is good. Anu, hello, Anu. Thank you for joining. Gushbaz, thank you for joining. Stefan, I think your speed is just right for me. Good. Sakib, I'm learning English very fast. Your videos are helpful for me. Thanks a lot. You're very welcome. Treem is asking where I live. I live in Los Angeles, California. Excuse me, my throat is so dry. I live in Los Angeles, California. I'm originally from the East Coast, and I was born in Korea. Thank you for your comment. Bo, today I'll be glad if you would just talk about slangs and phrasal verbs. Okay. Thank you, Katie, for your suggestion. As you know, I love to use ChatGPT, especially this early in the morning for me when my brain hasn't exercised enough. So let's ask Chat for some common slangs. I'm on a live stream right now, and one of my subscribers is asking me to teach them some common American English slangs. Can you provide 10 for me as well as example sentences? Very curious what Chat is going to say. I call ChatGPT Chat. Okay, here are 10 common phrases. Number 1, no worries. This is super common. I probably say it every day. No worries is another way of saying it's okay, don't worry about it, no problem. It's a very I think it's a little casual. So if you are in a professional setting, it may be more appropriate to say no problem. But no worries is fine. So, for example, if let's say an employee tells their boss, "I'm so sorry that I'm late," the boss might say, "No worries, we're just getting started." So, no worries is a very common phrase. Number 2, my bad. So the way that someone would use this is instead of saying that was my mistake, they would say my bad. But there is a certain tone in how someone would say that. They would say, my bad, my bad. It wouldn't be my bad or my bad. It's my bad. So, my bad means my mistake. An example sentence that Chat provided is I sent the wrong link. My bad. Link meaning like a website. Number 3. Okay, this one's funny. This one is more common amongst younger people, maybe around the ages of, I don't know, 35 and under. That's lit. That's lit. Lit, so think of the fire emoji. That's probably where it came from. And the meaning for this is that's amazing or that's exciting. That's lit. And an example sentence is your new video hit 10,000 views. That's lit. So when you say that's lit, you have to say it with energy. That's lit. Otherwise, there's no point in using this phrase. That's lit. Number 4, I'm down. This is common. I'm down is another way of saying I'm interested or I want to join. So, for example, do you want to practice English later? Wait, sorry. Let me restate that example because my tone was a little bit weird. You want to practice English later? The friend says, "Yeah, I'm down. I'm down." So you have to say it like that. I'm down. Can't be I'm down. I'm down. I'm down. So the third one is better. I'm down. Number 5, low key. That's a really good one. Low key means a little bit or secretly. For example, I want to sorry, let me start over. I low key want to take a nap right now. So let's say you're in like a um what do you call it? A boring class. You might tell your friend, I low key want to take a nap right now, which is saying I secretly, or I kind of want to take a nap right now. I didn't even think to write these down because I'm starting to see comments here asking for clarification on spelling. So let me go back one moment. I'm sorry about that. Okay, so let's start from scratch. I'm starting from scratch, which means I'm starting over. Number 1, no worries. Let's make sure you can see this. Oh, this way. Okay, no worries. Next one is my bad. My bad. Number 3, sorry, is that's lit. That's lit, like the fire emoji. That's fire. Number 4, I'm down. I'm down. I'm down, which means that you're interested or you want to join something. Number 5, low key. Low key means a little bit or secretly. I low key want to take a nap right now. So that's low key. Let's say high key. I don't like this one. I'm skipping number 6. Take it easy. I never thought about how this may be a new slang for a non-native English speaker, but that makes sense. So take it easy means relax, calm down. For example, when I leave the room, I might say, I'm heading out, take it easy. So I'm telling someone goodbye, and you hope that they are calm and relaxed. Number 7 is no biggie. No biggie. In other words, this means it's not a big deal. So if you make a mistake, you would say to someone, no biggie, just fix it. It's not a big deal. No biggie. Okay, and number 8 is bummer. I think that the term bummer probably came from the 70s. And I do say this, which means that something is disappointing. So maybe your friend says, I can't join the live stream today. You might say, oh, bummer, bummer. Number 9 is hang out. And hang out is an excellent phrasal verb, which means to spend time together casually. Do you want to hang out this weekend? Do you want to hang out this weekend? Okay, so these are the common slangs. No worries, my bad, that's lit, I'm down, low key, take it easy, no biggie, bummer, and hang out. I hope you learned something from that. Now let me see what people said, because I saw a lot of comments come in. One moment. What does brunch mean? Okay, I'll get back to the other questions. I just want to see if anyone had a specific comment about this slang lesson. I'm down. Thanks, man. It's I am down. American people don't say usually take it easy. They do, actually. Thank you for your comment, Subutai. it is a common thing for Americans to say, "Take it easy." It is usually said when someone is leaving the room or leaving the location, so they might say, "Bye, take it easy." So that is a common thing, actually. Do you use this slang in your daily life? I use all of these slangs, actually. I use all of them, but because I work in a professional setting, so the ones that I would use at my work, I would probably use "no worries." I'd probably use "take it easy," and I probably would not use the other terms at work, but the other ones are more casual. I would use it with my friends. Okay, so now we'll go back to the other questions. I hope that was helpful for you. What does brunch mean? Thank you for your question, Alex. Brunch is breakfast, lunch, brunch. Brunch is usually served, I would say, between 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. And if you go to a brunch spot, which is a restaurant that serves brunch, you'll probably see some common or brunch restaurants have very typical meals, which are eggs and pastries, coffee. But let me show you. So when I go to the restaurant, brunch will probably look like breakfast food. So eggs, sausage, potato, bacon, tomato. They might also do something like pancakes with maple syrup, whipped cream, strawberries. And then sometimes people will drink mimosas, which are champagne and orange juice. So this is a mimosa, very common brunch drink. Thank you for your question, Alex. Thank you everyone who is saying hello. I'm sorry if I missed you, including Daniel, Hasna, Azimjon, Mahmoud, Maria, a lot of people. Gaetano, it's fine with me when you speak at the speed you're using now. Thank you for your comment. Royush, teacher, how did you meet your husband? Can you tell the love story? I can tell you a little bit. I met my husband through a mutual friend. Mutual friend means a friend that we both have that is the same person. Mutual. Oh, what happened here? Let's make this bigger. Mutual friend. So mutual friend means I have a friend that is the same friend that my husband has. So we met each other through a mutual friend. And actually, next month is our 10-year anniversary. We started dating 10 years ago. So we are going on a special trip to a beautiful resort. Our wedding anniversary will also be next month. How many years have I been married? I think it will be 3 years. I honestly can't remember. Would you like to see some wedding photos? I'll show you some wedding photos. One moment. And I know my husband doesn't want his face shown, so I'll try to find the ones where it's mostly me. Okay, this is us. We got married at the courthouse um, in Santa Barbara. We did not have a formal ceremony. It was just me, him, the wedding officiant, which is that guy, and a photographer. That's it. This is him wiping my tears. I was wearing really high heels. My feet were hurting a lot. um, okay, I think he would be okay with me showing this photo. So, my wedding dress is not your typical wedding dress. It is uh it is non-conventional, and the scarf or the shawl I was wearing, I bought on Etsy, and my veil I also bought on Etsy. My diamond necklace I bought on Amazon for $30. And this is us walking down the steps of the courthouse. This courthouse is known to be a very popular place to elope. Elope means that you don't have a formal ceremony, it's just you and the bride or groom. This is me. um, there you go. I was so sick that day. I had um, a bacterial infection in my throat. My eyes were puffy. When I woke up in the morning, I could not open my eyes because they were glued shut. So I put a lot of makeup on. I did my own makeup and my hair. I got a spray tan, so I looked a little bit more tan because I was so pale. I was so white. This is my husband taking a photo of me. So the photographer is taking a photo of my husband, taking a photo of me. And let's see what other photos I can show you. When did we get married? When was that? That was okay, so our wedding anniversary will be December 4th, and we got married in 2023. Oh, so it's only been 2 years. Time flies. I thought it was, way longer than that. Oh, here we go. This is a good so, um this is us getting the official papers outside of the courthouse. Thank you so much for all the hearts you're giving me. This is us signing the paper. This is us walking down the street. Mhm. This is us having our first kiss as a married couple. This is me crying. I loved the bouquet of flowers. Aren't those flowers pretty? They're so pretty. This is me outside of the courthouse and us under the arch. And us looking cool. Okay, and then I'll show you from afar this photo because he doesn't like his photo shown. But that's my husband from afar. What do you think his ethnicity is? I'm very curious what you think his his culture or his ancestry is. He's actually a big mix of many different ethnicities. But thank you so much for all the hearts and the really nice comments. Um, you wrote, "Happy anniversary, you're so beautiful." Thank you. Handsome, beautiful couple. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Impressive, pretty cool. Greetings from Argentina. Thank you, Aaron. And Maxime, Santa Barbara is a well-known town in former USSR because the TV show or the TV series Santa Barbara was extremely popular in our countries. Oh, thank you for sharing that. I've never heard of this show, but I should look into it. Okay, now I'm going back to all the old comments. Let's see. Teacher, do you speak Japanese? I only know arigato gozaimasu and ohayo, I think, which means good morning, konnichiwa, and otsukaresama deshita, which I think means job well done. I believe it is the equivalent of the Korean phrase 수고하셨습니다, which also means you worked hard. So when I worked in Koreatown, I worked with Japanese people as well as Korean people. And the Koreans, after they would have a really hard day at work and they leave the hair salon that I worked at, they would say, "Bye, 수고하셨습니다." So you worked really hard today, nice job. And then the Japanese people would say, "Otsukaresama deshita." But that's really the only Japanese that I know. My husband knows a little bit of Japanese, especially because he's traveled so much over there. Maybe one day I can have him teach us some Japanese. Why didn't you go to Japan with him? Excellent question. He went to Japan for work. It was a really quick work trip. He actually went to Dallas, Texas for 2 nights. He landed in Los Angeles on a Tuesday morning, I think, and then that evening he flew to Japan. So it's a lot of traveling. So I think he was only in Japan for 4 days. And yeah, it's one of the perks of working at his company. Perks means benefits. They flew him out to Japan. To fly out is a really good phrasal verb. Can you give your contact number? No, I'm sorry. I will not provide my contact number, but thank you for asking. And one moment while I take a sip. How can we chat with you? You can leave me comments on YouTube. That is where I will most likely be able to respond. Amadeo, hello from Poland. Hello. Hi, Amir. Hello, Priya. Hello, Javid. Osman. What else? What else? Ashik. I'm from Mars. Mars? Like the planet Mars? Wow, welcome. Welcome to Earth. Let's see. Vaishnavi, hello. Subutai. Okay, so Subutai, I already read your comment. You said Americans don't usually say take it easy, but in my experience, I hear them say that often. Allí, gracias ayudarme con el English. Um, no problema y gracias por mirando mis videos. Thank you for watching my videos. Thanks, man. Okay, you wrote a lot of Korean. Let's see. 제가 이 스트림 방에 들어 들어왔을 때 down라는 말이 나와서 done인지 헷갈려서 싶습니다. 만지. Okay. Wow. I know I read this Korean sentence like a snail. You know, a snail? Just in case. Snail. I read the Korean sentence like a snail. My Korean reading is not good, but I actually understood what you said. Thanks, man. You said that you're watching this live stream and you got down and done mixed up. So down, done. That is two different pronunciations, two different meanings. Gaetano, I have a consideration to make. There are words that can have completely different meaning. For example, the word brown is both a color and a verb. I have brown eyes. I brown the meat. Yes, you're right. I could make a video. Actually, let me make a note for myself. So the way that I organize my thoughts is I send myself emails. So I'm going to email myself and say two different uses for the word brown, and maybe I'll make a quick shorts about it. So what our friend Gaetano was saying is there's two meanings for the word brown. You could say, I have brown eyes. You can also say that you're browning the meat. Brown the meat. And this is what brown the meat means. So you're cooking the meat until it is brown. Kind of a weird verb. Thank you for bringing that up. Oh, thanks for the translation. Thanks, man. When I entered this live stream room, the word down came up and I was confused whether it meant done or not, so I wrote it. Okay. Yes, down and done. Osman, you are speaking so clear. Do you think about making podcast videos and with text? I've been doing some research, or I did some research on podcasts, and I didn't see too many slow English podcasts available. I was searching on Apple. I don't know where else people look for podcasts, but I figured that my live streams are equivalent to podcast, but you can see my face, you can see my lips move, and after the live stream is published, then you can turn on the caption. So for now, I will not be creating podcast specific videos, but I hope these live streams are helpful for you. What is your favorite food? Thanks for asking. My favorite food is kimchi jjigae. Kimchi jjigae. Jjigae means stew. Kimchi stew. Stew. So this is what kimchi jjigae looks like. I believe Koreans back in the day made a lot of stews because it's cheaper to eat soup and stews, and they had to feed a lot of people. But this is my number one favorite food, kimchi stew. Number two is actually something very random. It's shepherd's pie. Let me say it again. Shepherd's pie. And I'm certainly craving that today because it's raining in Los Angeles and it never rains here. And it's a cozy vibe to eat shepherd's pie. So, this is shepherd's pie. It's an Irish dish that has ground meat with mashed potatoes on top. Yum! That looks so good. I also love meatloaf. Meatloaf. This is meatloaf. So meatloaf has a ketchup tomato glaze on top. It's so good. I really like stuffed cabbage. I never eat this, but when I do eat it, I feel really comforted. Stuffed cabbage. Is this a Polish dish? For my Polish subscribers in here, can you tell me if this is your authentic dish? Thanks for your question. Now I'm reading all the comments for our wedding photos. Thank you. Do you have a favorite TV series? Oh, good question. Right now I'm obsessed with Physical Asia. So obsessed, I've explained in my vlogs, is a term that is exaggerating how much you love something. Obsessed. So someone might say, I'm obsessed with this TV show. So to obsess, the verb to obsess is, it probably came from a psychological term called OCD, or obsessive compulsive disorder. OCD. I think that's where this word is mostly known from, this obsessed. And anyway, nowadays people say, I'm obsessed with something to emphasize how much they love. So, my show right now that I get so excited to watch every Tuesday is Physical Asia, also known as Physical 100. I really love athletic competition shows because to see a human push their body to its max limit is fascinating, in my opinion. And these guys, they're on the show. It is a Korean show. Who knows this show, Physical 100? And this guy here, Emoti, he was the winner of the last season. Does anyone know this show, Emoti? Or Emoti. Does anyone know the show, Physical 100? Let me scroll down and see. I know. Okay, good. So some people do know this show. I also really like this show right now on Netflix. It's called, what's it called? Nobody Wants This. Nobody Wants This. It's a comedy. It has these two actors. The girl's name is Kristen Bell, and the guy's name is Adam Brody. It's about this girl who has a podcast, who is not religious, who falls in love with a Jewish rabbi. And it's a really great, heartwarming show, which means that it makes you feel good when you watch it. Thanks for your question. Let's see. Can you tell me about your journey from being born in Korea to living in the USA? Sure, I'd be happy to. One moment. So I don't have much of a memory at all moving from Korea to the US because I was only one. But when we moved to the US, it was on the East Coast to a city called Baltimore, where my dad's mom or my grandma was already living. And my dad also had two sisters. So my Como, my aunt, that lived there as well. So that's why my parents chose Baltimore. But he did tell me that he considered moving to Orange County in California. So if I did that, if we moved to Orange County, who knows? I may not have this YouTube channel. Everything happens for a reason. We lived in an area that was working class. My parents still live in like a working class area. And I grew up speaking some Korean in the household. It was broken Korean, which was a mix of Korean with English. My parents were painters. They painted walls, murals, which are like artwork. They also painted like parking lines outside. And then they owned a liquor store in Baltimore, and now they own their second liquor store with my brother. I have an older brother. When he moved to America, he was about 8 or 9 years old. So his Korean is way better than mine. And living in the US is a privilege, and I'm happy to be living here in a country that lets your dreams come true. We came here as immigrants, and I feel like we are living the American dream. So I am grateful for that. Who knows if I'll stay in the US for the rest of my life? My husband and I would like to live somewhere else, but we have to go where we get paid, and we currently have full-time jobs in Los Angeles, so we can't leave Los Angeles for now. Thank you for your question. Your husband is from the US. He is so handsome like yourself. Thank you for the comment. So, I do have some feedback on your comments. You said, "He is so handsome like yourself." Handsome is a word that you use for men. And if you want to use a similar word, you could say, "He is um, as beautiful as you." You could say something like that because the adjective beautiful can be used for both genders. He is from Los Angeles, and he did his genetic testing. He is a mixture of everything. A lot of people think that he is Filipino. He is not Filipino. He is about 50% Spanish, Portuguese. He also has Native American from Latin America. I think he might have a little Italian, a little bit of Ashkenazi Jewish, some Nigerian, and he recently discovered that he has a little more than 1% Chinese. So he's a mix of everything. So if we have a child, who knows what our kid would look like? They would look really interesting, I think. um, what do you think about hunting, like birds and goats? Hmm, that's an interesting question. Well, personally, I would not go hunting. I would not like to kill animals. With that said, I do eat an animal-based diet, so I don't want to be a hypocrite and say, "Oh, no, nobody should be doing that," because I'm consuming chicken and, other types of animal protein. Um, I I don't have an opinion because I know some people like to go hunting as a hobby. Um, but yeah, sorry, I don't really have an opinion about that. But I'll just write on here hypocrite in case you've never heard of this word. Hypocrite. Hypocrite is the word for a person who says something, but they who says something that that someone shouldn't do, but they do it anyway. So, for example, um, let me ask chat for a better definition. Give me a very clear and short definition for the word hypocrite and provide an example sentence. Okay, so chat says hypocrite is someone who says other people should behave a certain way but doesn't follow those rules themselves. For example, he tells everyone to be honest, but he lies all the time. What a hypocrite. So, this is a good word to use. You probably don't need to use it often, but just keep it in the back of your mind. Thank you, Gaetano, for your compliment on the wedding photos. Tamila from Chicago, wow, welcome. Your Spanish is good. Oh, gracias, Alex. Um, let's see, Miss Honey. Do you know the blogger Miss Honey? She also films slow English. Yes, I am familiar with Miss Honey. She is also a YouTuber and she speaks in slow English. Yes, I do know her. Um, we're already 1 hour in, so I do need to speed it up here. Here in Belarus, we have stuffed cabbage. We call it golubsi. Golubsi. Oh, yes, stuffed cabbage is one of my favorite foods. Raphael, do you have family or ancestors from both Koreas? No. As far as I know, all of my relatives live in South Korea. Thank you for your question. Amadeo, stuffed cabbage is very popular in Poland. It is Polish dish, very tasty with many different types of fillings. Yes, I love stuffed cabbage. Um, cartoon, what are you asking here? You have lots of comments. Why you not for me? I really sad about it. Do you have a solution? What was your question, cartoon? I see. How are you, Bo? May I get you this? Is this possible? Um, can you ask me your question again? I don't see it in here. Katie, I have a request for you, Bo. Please record a video about the forest and other requests to share your opinion about Georgia, not Georgia in America. I will consider this, and maybe my husband will be traveling to a place where there is a forest and he can film there. That would be cool. I don't know what words to learn because some of them the native speakers don't use. Yeah, it can be tricky, but just continue watching my vlogs and hopefully you will learn. Do you think it's good to learn by heart all the words in dictionary? No, please do not read the dictionary. No, no, no. That sounds really boring and um, do something that is fun because that is how you will enjoy learning something. I don't want you to not enjoy learning English. So please don't read the dictionary unless you really want to. Ayrton, hello from Brazil. Tudo bem? How are you? Um, okay. I think I've read most of the comments. I'm sorry if I did not read all of them, but I think I got to most. I have my live stream on Friday at 7 p.m. So if this time was too early or late for you, I would love for you to join me on Friday. It's Friday my time at 7 p.m. So just make sure you check your time. I appreciate you being on here as usual. And this week, I will post Tokyo Part 3. I have an interview with a friend who works in finance. So that will be interesting. And I cooked feijoada, a Brazilian dish I attempted to cook. So I hope you enjoy all of my videos. And if you have not watched Tokyo Vlog Part 2, please watch it, give it some love. And yeah, thank you so much. I'll see you on Friday or I'll see you on Sunday. Have a wonderful day and evening. Bye.